guys, I am back with another video, and this is solely going to be talking about Snapchat marketing and marketing for, I guess, beginners, because I am a beginner business owner, and this is just some helpful tips that I have learned along the way, which is not that much far along the way, but it's enough along the way that I can give helpful tips to people that just now deciding on their business and to start with their business. So number one tip to help you market your business, you want to know what your name of your business is going to be. First off, always try to make sure you want your whatever you want your name to be, and research it, because if you want your business to be unique, you don't want the same quote person or someone that's running the same business as yours to have a similar name. You want your name to stand out. And so that's one of the things that I think I just jumped in way too fast, because I wanted my store to be named Bella B Mommy and Me Clothing Store. I ended up going and Googling it because I just didn't think everybody would have Bella B. As in, I knew there was going to be a bunch of companies called Bella, because Bella is not a unique name. It's just a more famous name or popular name to name your business, and especially a women or a little girl clothing store. Just to come to find out that there's a lot of Bella B specifically, and so that kind of put a damper on that. But I can say that the name that I settled with, which is, as you can see, it's Bella 7, and that name means so much to me, and it actually pushes me to make sure that this brand is not going to just fall short, and I'm not going to just let it fail. I will put a specific video on what this name actually means to me, and why my business is called Bella 7 in a different video. But right now we're going to talk about marketing. And so that's one of the things that you want to make sure when you're picking your business name on, if it's going to represent what you're selling. So with that being said, let's talk about marketing on Facebook and on Instagram versus Snapchat. So when I started off, the first thing my twin sister, she has her business up and already running, and so she starts giving me the ins and outs on, hey, what you need to be doing on Snapchat, what you need to be doing on Facebook, and that, hey, there's these ads that you can pay for on Facebook and on Instagram. So I'm like, great, good. I get in there, I'm doing Facebook ads, I'm doing Instagram ads, and barely getting anybody going to my store. I have barely was getting anybody. When I say barely, there was at the tops like 50 or so people coming in my store a day, and I'm like, I thought that was good, because I'm like, I'm just starting out, and it is good in a sense, but it's like I need more people than that to come visit my store a day, and for me starting out, I was like, that's fine. But as time goes by, I'm like, these people are barely even in my store for that long. It's like they're clicking on it on an accident, and then they're leaving it, or they're clicking. And so I was like, let me change my format of my business. So I changed the format of my website. And it's just that the people that's coming from Instagram and coming from Facebook that's looking in my store, it's like they see this stuff on an everyday basis. So it's like they want to take a glimpse in. If nothing's catching their eye right off the bat, that's different from all the other shows that they're seeing, it's like they're not staying in. And then I'm spending all this money on these ads on Facebook and on Instagram, but on Facebook and Instagram, as y'all know, is the same one, but you're paying for different ads to show up on both. So basically, you're going to be paying for Instagram ads, you're going to be paying for Facebook ads, and that's separate from my understandings and from what has been going on. These two are separate, even though Instagram and Facebook are together, which I find that really messed up, because it's like, if they're together and you're able to post on Instagram and it goes over to Facebook, hey, can you put my ads on Instagram right along with Facebook, and me only pay this one specific thing for it to reach those same people, or split it half and half down the middle. You actually have to go in and actually have to pay for an ad to be shown on Instagram, and actually have to pay for an ad to be shown on Facebook. So, going on to what I was saying about that. So, I started thinking, I used to be on Snapchat all the time. I would just snap things all the time, and then every once in a while when you're looking through your friends' stories, you will come across an ad. I'm gonna just throw out one of the names that comes across from my app that will come across for me, because based off of what I look up and research and things that I'm into, will be Fashion Nova. And I started following Fashion Nova on Snapchat. So Fashion Nova ads will pop up. And it got me thinking, I'm like, well, I'm a clothing business. I'm a Mommy and Me clothing store. I also sell women clothing for date night clothing. So I said, well, why can I get an ad on Snapchat? And how would I go about that? So I looked it up, I Googled it, and I found out how to do it. And it was somewhat of a struggle doing it the first time. And I don't think I actually target the right people to come to my store. But with that being said, even though I didn't feel like I actually put in the right targeting people that I was supposed to target, I got 89 to 90% of my customer visitors in my store were from Snapchat. So just thinking of that, it's like, hey, light bulb goes off. It's like, so why come everybody's talking about, oh, this is how you market on Facebook, this is how you market on Instagram, when I did it on Snapchat, I did it quicker, I did it quickly, and I don't feel like I marketed right on Snapchat, to where the people that came in my store was more people combined with Facebook and Instagram combined. So not only that, Snapchat actually have an management accountant ad that they're specifically assigned to your ads. You can't say that about Facebook or Instagram. And I had Snapchat call me, make appointments with me to help me and show me, look, if this is what you're doing wrong, or this is what you need to do, let's talk about where you want your business to go. Let's talk about how many people you want to go into your store. What type of people are you targeting? That's what I got from Snapchat. And I'm like, really? I was so excited to get a call from Snapchat, and then for him to say that he specifically is assigned to my store and my ads. I'm like, great. So if I have any questions or I'm struggling with anything, pick up the phone. I have his direct phone number so that I can call him and ask him anything. Hey, I need help doing this ad. Hey, could you help me put this ad up? I am fully available. He's fully available to me. He's working with a couple of other people, but there's a person behind Snapchat that is actually helping me. And I can't say that about Facebook, because none of them reached out to me. None of them called me, left a message on my phone, or even emailed me. So that's what I got with Snapchat. They called me, left a message on my phone, and to make sure they wanted me to make sure that I knew that they were behind me 100% on my ads. They even sent me an email to make sure that, hey, look, we want to follow up. And with that being said, he actually walked me through just the other day, earlier this week, because today is Friday, so it was Monday, which I should have made this video Monday night. He actually walked me through on how to actually put video ads up. And so we had a Google Meet video chat, to where I was able to share what I seen on my screen with him, and he was able to clearly walk me through every step that I need. Yes, I am paying for those ads to be on Snapchat, so that's not free. I am paying for those ads, but what is free? His advice. What is free? Me being able to talk to him and how to put my ads on Snapchat. So no, I am not paying for this accountant. I'm not paying for this advice. I am not paying for him to help me put ads up. The only thing that I'm paying for is the actual ad itself. Now, getting that advice from him, being a first-time business owner and not having to pay somebody that's educated in this specific thing or knows this specific thing to actually tell me, and I'm not getting paid for it, was a big plus for me. I hear my daughter in there crying, so if you guys can just give me 1 second, please, and I will be right back. So the only thing that you would have to pay with Snapchat is just solely the ad itself. So he actually gave me a tip on how much money I was spending, because I was basically spending the minimum. And he was like, you're gonna hit that mark, and the budget that I have was this amount of money every specific day. And I had noticed that with Facebook and Instagram, when you set the percentage on what you want to spend on those days, you're not going to hit, I don't hit that mark. I don't know what it is. It's just that I don't hit that mark because it's not reaching those people. Those people are not clicking on my ads. It's because they're seeing the same thing every single time. And I do understand it's like you want to make your ads stick out, but when I go over to Snapchat with the same ad that I put on Facebook, I'm maxing out every single time. Before the day has even ended, I'm maxed out because it already reached this many people, and this many people already clicked on it before the day has even ended. They already went into my store. If they didn't like anything, they actually stayed in my store for at least 2 to 3 minutes before they even left. And then there's at some points in time they actually going in and actually buying things out of my store. And this is only from Snapchat. So you have to understand that, hey, I'm not bringing, Facebook, trying to bring Facebook down or anything. It's just that there's so many people and so many ads on Facebook. And if you're a first time, beginner, first time business owner like myself, I wish, not that I wish, but it's the advice of, hey, where you should market. And where I was telling that I need to market on is Facebook. I need to market on Instagram. And then to come to find out that, hey, I can market on Snapchat and nobody's actually talking about it. Being a first time business owner, you want someone to help you out, and you want as many people to come into your store so you can get your name of your store out there. And this is one of the ways that I'm getting my name of my store out there. It's through Snapchat. So no, and I do have to say this for anybody that thinks that I'm I don't know what's going on with my shoulders and my dress, my shirt here. If anybody thinks that, hey, she's getting paid to actually say this about Snapchat, no, I am not. I cannot, I'm not being sponsored. As you can see, I don't have that very many followers. I'm just now starting out. This is just a helpful tip to those that are beginning just like me. So if you're barely getting anybody going to your store, try Snapchat ads out. And one of the things that I had got confused about is that, my personal Snapchat, I need to change that name and I need to change that image. That has nothing to do with it. So you can go and all your friends on your Snapchat, go and do whatever you want on your Snapchat. The ad specifically is totally different. When you go to log in to put your ads in, it's just strictly to put an ad in on there and to see who's actually putting that ad in. It has nothing to do with your Snapchat. It won't lead anybody to your Snapchat. It won't even tell people that, hey, this business is this person's Snapchat. So your friends are not gonna, your people that following you on Snapchat is not gonna say, see it on your Snapchat unless you put it on your Snapchat. You would have to take an actual Snapchat picture and upload it to your specific Snapchat to upload it and let the people that follow you know. But other than that, ads in your personal Snapchat have nothing to do with each other. They're totally separate. And that's one of the things that I found out and I was so happy about, because I'm like, hey, I need to change this name, because when I first made my Snapchat, somebody talked me into making it, and it didn't have my actual name on it. I made up a name, and then people that knew me, I was like, well, this is my Snapchat, because I didn't want to make another one. I'm like, well, this is my Snapchat, and I just kept using it, and it's under a totally different name, but you know, my friends and family actually knows that, hey, this is Jetta. This is her Snapchat, and they have it under my actual name. But yeah, so don't be afraid that, hey, well, I can't do it on there because I'm gonna have to change my Snapchat name and stuff like that. The two don't have anything to do with each other. They don't. And like I said, with my accountant, I just love him, and I just thank God for him, because when he called me, I was surprised and how he left the message. And then not only left the message, he also sent me an email to make sure that I got the message, and I got, you know, knowing that he's right there. And any other time, like, it just don't fall there where, oh, I made an ad and that's why he's hitting me up. No, he actually calls me or email me to follow up and say, hey, I just want to make sure your business is going okay. I haven't heard from you in a couple of days, or a couple of weeks, and I haven't heard or, you know, heard from you. And if you have any questions, I'm here. I want to make sure you know that we're here for you. So this is what I'm getting from Snapchat. Now, the only thing I can say about Facebook is, on that category, I have been getting emails from Facebook, but they're emails to where you know that you're not the only one that receives these emails. So it's like you're on a list of emails. They're not personalized emails. You're on a list of emails to where all they do is go down the list of emails, click the little box, and say, these are all the people that I want to send this exact same message to, and that's what I get. I don't get a personalized email from a specific person behind Facebook, and that's kind of damaging for Facebook. I feel like that's kind of damaging for Facebook, because when you think about it, you would think that they have a large employee base to be able to sit there and actually say, hey, this is how many people we want you to manage for their ads. And then, you know, along the line to where that specific person is sending you, only you, a specific email talking about specifically your business and how they can help you. So, Facebook, I think you need to change that. Because after a while, not that many people are going to still going to put ads on there, but as how I'm looking at it, I'm solely telling my family, like, look, I cannot pay for these ads anymore, because I feel like I'm just wasting money. I'm just giving money just to get a email from Facebook that they're sending to everybody else. It's not helping me. I need somebody behind those emails that's actually solely going to help my business, and not just help my business, help the ads that I'm putting out. I'm paying money for these ads. At least you can have a person that's going to help me, you know, with talking to me to let me know it's not a ghost. It's my daughter. It kind of looked like a ghost was opening up the door. It's my little baby girl. But I would like, you say hi. Can I have this? I would like, you know, somebody to be behind that. She has my fabric pencil, the white fabric pencil, and that's the pencil that I actually need to make the markings on the fabric. So I kind of wonder what else she did in there. So I am going to have to cut this video short. Okay, you guys, I'm going to show you guys how to make a Snapchat ad. So if you haven't ever tried to go on Snapchat ad or try to make an ad for Snapchat, to put it on Snapchat for your business, this will be the way to do it. So, and as you can see, since I have already started doing my Snapchat ads and making an account, if you can see right here, my stuff is already in Google, and it saves in my Google account, right along with Snap Publisher. It's all in there. So what you're gonna do is, let's go ahead and go to Snap. I guess let's go ahead and go to Snapchat Publisher. And it should take you to where you got to log in. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to click right there to log in. And this is actually my Snapchat information right here. So this is my Snapchat. It's not my username on Snapchat. It's actually my email and then my password. So just like if I was to get onto, hold on you guys, okay you guys, as you can see, when you go into your Snapchat, when you go into Snapchat Publisher or Snapchat.com, it's going to prompt you to log in. And this is just going to be the same login as if you're logging into your own Snapchat to actually put a Snapchat into your Snapchat, like, you know, a video or a picture into your Snapchat. But that's not what we're doing. We're actually going into the main headquarters of Snapchat, but they need to know who's actually logging in. So that's why this is like that, and it gets confusing because you think that when you make an ad, it's gonna be connected to your Snapchat, and it's nobody's gonna know your username. Nobody's gonna know what Snapchat username you are or who you are. The only people that needs to know that is Snapchat, and that's why they ask for this information. So you're gonna go ahead and log in. My information is already saved in my computer, so I'm just logging in, and it's easy for me to log in. So this is where we're going to take you to, and it's going to ask you how you want to actually make your ads and make your your account, and how you're going to create it. So I want to do I say a custom video or whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and go right here. And this is how he showed me how to do it. I might just probably miss out on a couple of steps, not purposely trying to, but you know, this is still a learning process for me. But I know that this can help anybody out that is trying to do the same thing and get your business out here. And I know I need to hurry up and put this ad out so that I can start having businesses, people go to my business, my website. So this is just going to show me a couple of ads or templates that I can choose from and what I actually want. And so the one that he showed me was it was one of these, but what I'm gonna use, and it looked kind of neat for me because it's pictures. I'm gonna go ahead and use this one, and so I'm gonna go ahead and click on that one. So, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go over here to images, and what I want to do is I want to replace these images. So I'm gonna have to go to upload or import, because these images are in my library on what ads. Okay, you guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually is going to promote some of my stress relief toys for children, since a lot of people are at home with their children doing homeschooling, and that could be a stressful time, and especially for children when they're not able to actually have that physical connection and social connection in person with the teacher and with other students. That can be stressful for them. So I added to my store some stress relief toys that will go great for little children. So here's one of the toys that I have, and so that's what I'm gonna promote having this ad to be promoted for. So I'm just gonna go along with the rest of these. That's my first photo, and so it actually fits pretty good with that with it, to where I don't have to actually edit that picture. So I'm gonna just go along with the rest of these, and I just had to download these onto this computer, because for some reason it's not, you know, putting it on the computer beforehand. So I just went to my website and just got them out of my website. So I'm just going to go ahead and go down the list, and I picked a couple of pictures that I already knew that I wanted to go in here. So, and that's exactly what I'm doing, is I'm just going through these pictures that I knew that I wanted to be in here, and just added them onto this ad. And so I know that this was one of the ones I really want to use, is because I wanted to show how an adult hand looks compared to this stress relief toy, and how mushy it looks, even though you can't feel it through the screen, but you can kind of have a general idea of what it actually looks like, and if it's being squished. So that's what that one was for. Oops, nope, I want to make sure that this one is shown, and this is going to be the 4th picture. So like I said, this is 4 pictures on here. And let's see, and I'm going to replace this picture with another picture that I have. And I think that this one of these ones is a unicorn one, since it's not showing me the actual picture. Yep, this one is the unicorn one. I thought that one was so cute, so I wanted to make sure I have this one on here. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and go to the swipe up button. And I want this swipe up button to be I want it to match with what I have going on, the theme of what I have going on. And so with that being said, that first picture, let me go back and click on that first picture. So let me go ahead and push play actually. Okay, that was the last picture. So this number 4 product is going to be the first one. So let's go back to the swipe up. I want this swipe up color to be where it's going to match with everything that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and I want it to be I think that one actually matches more so towards the color that I'm going for. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. And then let's go ahead and go down here, and here's my logo. Okay, so I'm changing the logo with this one, so I'm gonna replace that. And here's my logo right here. So obviously I'm changing that logo. And so I do, let me go ahead and I wanted to just move it, make it a little bit bigger and move it. Sorry, let's get this back to where it's supposed to be. This is the headline. I am not good with this this laptop, you guys, so bear with me. And so I want to make sure that this is centered. So let me see if I can. Let me make sure I can actually. Okay, you guys, I'm back. She had to use the little girl's room, so I wanted to make sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and download this video, but I also want to send it to my creative library so that I can have this video saved on file. I don't want this video to go anywhere, just in case something was to happen to it. I want to keep that video on hand. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna go back to go ahead and go back to playing the video. So let's go ahead and play this video. So this is what people are going to see when they're swiping through their Snapchats and then an ad pops up. This is what everybody's going to see. And so people that with children is gonna draw them more attention to them to actually swipe up, because hey, if you got children that's old enough to be in preschool or be in kindergarten or elementary, middle school, this is gonna target those mothers, because that's basically what I'm targeting is women, because of my clothing store being a Mommy and Me. Basically, that's who I'm targeting. So it's gonna make them look at this like, oh, what's that? What kind of toy is that? Because it's in somebody's hand, and the headline being stress relief toys is gonna draw them to actually swipe up and go to my store. So that's that. Let's go ahead and pause that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back. So actually, that all looks actually really good to me. I don't think I really need to actually do anything else, but okay, you guys, this right here, I'm showing you what I'm naming this campaign. And so this is where you name the campaign and you start putting your budget in for this campaign. And so as you can see, that little scale at the side, every time I change something, like the pricing, which I'm changing now, and I'm changing that pricing from $50 a day to $10 a day. Right now, that's what I can afford, and you will see that scale fluctuate. So when I go in and actually target specifically women, that scale is going to actually change dramatically, like half, because it's basically half of the people on Snapchat. So as you can see, I'm just trying to make sure everything's okay, that I'm going in and making sure I'm targeting people in the United States, because that's where my product is being shipped to. I'm not shipping anything overseas right now. Just so the sole purpose of is just me. I'm putting in the dates on how long I want this campaign or ad to last, and when I want to start running and when I want to end. And so I'm targeting about $50 right now for this week, just to see how this campaign is going to go, this ad is going to go. And after that, I will see if it's going to go any further. So I'm gonna let you guys watch this. I'm sorry if I'm not going to be talking through this, because it is like I needed to be concentrated. I needed to be concentrating on what I was doing, because I had to remember on some of the things on what he was telling me. But I'm gonna come back and speak with you guys towards the end of this video, just to show you guys and tell you guys when I got done with that campaign and how it was launched. So I talk to you guys here in just a little bit.
Okay, you guys, I am done fixing this ad or this campaign on where I want it to go. So I'm gonna hit publish and I'm gonna start publishing this ad. And also, towards the end of this, you're going to see where it takes you to where it starts to show you the scale on how many people clicked on this ad, how many people it impact and reach, and what you're spending per day, and if you're hitting your mark on your spending or not. So that's what it's showing right now. And as you can see, I have zero. I haven't posted anything. But if you can like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you can get notified for every time I load a video, I would appreciate it. And see you guys next time. Bye.